flash bright and glow. Cyber city skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam. Here we rock in Squirrel Zone. Neon lights flash bright and glow. Cyber city skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam. Here we rock in Squirrel Zone. Ducking alley blips and clicks. Metal paws and cyber kicks. Rusted wires mesh and twist. Squirrel Zone won't beam as we rock out in Squirrel Night. See bright in blinding light. Future's here, technology tight. Rocking hard till morning light. Circuits zap the night alive. We survive the cyber hive. Outcast in electric vibe. In these streets we do or die. Digital heartbeats pounding hard. Skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars. Leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze. Humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze. Squirrel Zone in cyberspace. Technology tight, rocking hard till morning light. Circuits at the night alive. We survive the cyber hive. Outcast in electric vibe. In these streets we do or die. The digital highways pounding hard. Skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars. Leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze. Humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze. Squirrel Zone in cyberface.
Let's get nuts.
Because why wouldn't you? Oh boy. Apparently I forgot to change all of these volume settings from after the rave. Oh well. What you gonna do? What's up? Happy Mama's Day to all y'all who identify as mamas out there. No, I won't be taking questions as to who that is, because if you identify as a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. It's not a zero-sum game. Anyway, what's up? Glad to see you. Nice to be here. Because, yeah, it sucked not being able to do this for the last couple, because my body hates me. There's no background music either. Oh, I know why. Bam. Because that's on mute. That's why. Because I had that muted from the rave. That's why. But thanks for pointing that out. It's the beautiful thing about the first stream after a rave is you're fixing all of the shit. Bites your to say you too. I mean, no, but thanks for the thought, I guess. Background music, bunny. BGM, background music. And yes, thanks for that. Try again. Appreciate you. That's right. It's here. I've got it right here. Look, I wrote a book because apparently I think I'm an author. Well, I guess this kind of proves that I am now. Doesn't mean a good one. It just means I am one. And I'm okay with that. And notice because BGM wasn't covering up the sound of bands. Ah. That would do it. That was actually something that I was thinking about I was thinking about tinkering with my the mic settings and whatnot to try and eliminate some of that from the background. Or I could just try and like get a mic arm or something. But I would have to get one that would be able to hold the Elgato. It's a Wave 3, so I need something that is a little more robust than just, this, than just something fiddly. Because I've got something fiddly in the corner. It will not hold the weight of that thing without, you know, teetering and falling over and shit. So, yeah, there's that. And I got that out of the way. Hey, g'day, Torontonian. You're in luck, Dan. Tried them all. Has he? You want under or over style? I mean, I hadn't really put that much thought into it. I just, yeah, no, it doesn't. Doesn't surprise me either. I hadn't really put any thought into it because if I did get one, I would need to clear some room. I mean, yeah. And again, got to turn my volume down a little bit on this side. Yeah, because you know him. Yeah. Yeah, if it's a thing to tinker with the stuff and the things, then yeah, Dan's probably played with it. He may have glued himself to it too. You never know. You never know. Bank with the Buckmans recently. You know what? Give her. I'd love to have a go at some. But yeah, they would have to be able to hold like a 2-pound mic. I'm going to approve the purchase. Many times, and it's not, see, I still don't get that. I do not understand that. Because yeah, you sent me that message, and I looked into it, and I don't see anything on my end. Mind you, Amazon also tells me that it is currently authorizing my account, or identifying. I don't even know the word I'm looking for there, but trying to prove who I am, trying to prove that I am who I say I am, even though it's it's Google, not Google. Like Amazon has got all of my fucking info, like they do, a couple times. So I don't know. Blue could be fun. Dropped on his foot. Oh my god. No, I can't see anything on the back end of that one. It's the same thing with the Google Play. Actually, they're trying to. Smaller plate my first time in the buffet. You mean the link that you sent me there? I have to go back and double check that one because I only caught the first bit of it, or rather, when you first started it. That's what I meant. Wow, words. I'm medicated today too. You wouldn't know it. Yeah, I would think you would have to do the Amazon chat thing because, as far as they're concerned, it's like, well, we'll allow you to set up your author profile once we prove who you are. Okay, but I've been waiting like 2 months now. They're like, oh, this will just take a couple days. 2 fucking months later. I think I'm going to have to try this chat thing with them too. He'd store them in his thumbs. Yeah, your thumbs are not a storage. They said it was set and it's not. Maybe not. 10 songs to playlist now. It's coming along. It's more than I. It's funny how that works though, Angie. Right? Because like you get right fucking hooked into that shit. Like you totally can. Your mind's in the gutter today. Today? You seriously underestimate. As for the rest of us, it's a all the time thing. to listen to track 8. I'll have a go around. I've been tinkering with some of my own. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to put this. I've been doing my best to. People leave the gutter. I've been doing my best to try and appease my never-ending need to be productive. Cookies for everybody. But yeah, trying to appease that never-ending need to, be productive, but trying to do it on a realistic term. So, yeah. More than normal. Fair enough. That means more people. And I'm constantly kicking his ass about it. It's true. It's very true. On the cheaper side, but not made cheaper. Okay. Cool. Cool. No, I've tried to come up with a bit better as much as Grit Pool can. Yeah, if you haven't learned of Schust being the secret identity of Grit Pool, color and refusion, and finally found an outlet for creative energies. Oh no, it's amazing what you can do, right? I've had Nova do the same for me, not only in prompts, but helping to like break some down time wise, and then help with some lyrics when I get caught up on things. I've been doing a lot of instrumental stuff lately, but I think that's because a lot of it is going to be going to like video projects for the SQRL channel. That's kind of going to be where a bit more of my focus is going to be when it comes to the video stuff, just because it doesn't take so much energy. Also gives me unrealistic goals for certain things. Gives very unrealistic goals. You might need to expand on that one. Thanks, Dan. Oh, the month plan. 6-month plan. Yeah, no. It's at current it's there are some things that I have an idea to do like twice a month, once a month, and then there are just like what is it called? It's such a great name. It's like the tiny, where is it? The Tiny Survival Weekly Plan. I thought it was just incredible when it put that. Extra chaos. He's in the eldest. No, thanks. I'm good. Kinksy, you had a question. What's up? Hit me. There is one project that I am working on. I have been having a little bit of difficulty staying on it because just like brain fog and shit. All right, we have a Sume in the house. What's up, kid? But yeah, I'm the brain fog has been a bit more of an issue as of late, and I'm not very happy about that. But I did up I started on a project. It's a Darth Vader podcast, and it's like almost done. So I'm gonna post that video up probably later in the week. But it made me chuckle because the first guest on the Darth Vader podcast is called Dark Side of the Mic. Is Boba Fett. Yeah. Grandson has been recently diagnosed. Is there anything I can do to help him? Encourage the child. Be supportive of. Okay, how old is the little one? You're 5 in August. Okay. Now, any other parents of autistic little ones, feel free to chime in here. I'm just going to give you my 2 cents based on what my wife and I did. And that was just be as encouraging as you can, right? I'm obviously set limits, there are going to be times where, and I'm very thankful that we never really had too much of a problem with Jasa that way. But I know that there are some where their little ones are going to be a bit more extreme, or, have more trouble with adhering to rules, or, having very loud meltdowns and stuff like that, right? All of these little things, everybody being different. Be as supportive as you possibly can in any way that you can. What's that about Mariah? Yeah. Actually, Schust is a prime example of somebody who could give you some great advice. So far, you're on par. I mean, again, this is just my 2 cents based on what we went through. But I mean, like, talking with all of the other people, the other parents in the community who have, autistic little ones, follow their lead when it comes to sensory preferences. There you go. That's a great one. Don't hold him to normal standards. That's right. Celebrate every milestone. Goddamn right. It's okay to take a break. Yep. ADHD kid. Let's try that again. Don't get mad with the mess. Help them. But don't make it a point of anxiety. Okay. Yeah, no, that I agree with that. Yeah. One that my wife and I kind of butted heads on is she's a little more stringent when it comes to Jasa having a clean room. And I get it. There are a lot of professionals that say having a clean space makes for a clean mind, blah, blah, blah. And they're not wrong. However, I feel that if you absolutely overdo it, and this is something actually I heard from Kate, from Kittyosaurus, is that you don't want it to become a thing of shame when they get older, right? So, like, if you are constantly on them about clean your room, your room's a disaster, blah, 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 right? That can set in as something that they are very ashamed of when they get older, and they need to come up with their own method for storage and stuff, right? Like, a prime example, you guys have seen get over here, my shelving here, or not just my shelving, but the drawers, right? They're somewhat transparent so that I can see what's in them. If they want to organize their clothes in a way like that, like, we've got similar ones for Jasa for her room, right? She can see what is in them. So it makes them easier for putting clothes away or for getting clothes or stuff like that. But yeah, don't beat cleanliness over their head. That's my opinion. Now others will tell you different. That's my opinion. Just because I don't want to be a part of something that they feel shame for when they get older. Are you delving into my mind again? I mean, it's almost like I kind of know this shit. Don't get upset when he can't handle something. Celebrate the try or the attempt. Yes, absolutely. There are sometimes you got to be careful on your wording too. Sorry, I'm going to move my camera here. Not that I'm trying to remember this now because it was something that I kind of had to work on a little bit. Sorry, I'm going based off what Dragon. Was it what Dragon just said? Yeah, celebrate the attempt. I can't think of it right now. Absolutely advocate for them. They will need it in the years to come. Yep. Everybody knows that I am the loudest advocate for my child, of course. Told her mom she needs to talk to school about when he does kindergarten. He may need extra help there. Yes, and don't be afraid of that. Hold teachers and educators accountable. Yes. Don't let them slide and get it all in writing. Yes. Be the asshole because it makes a difference. 100%. I am very, very thankful for the teacher that she was Jace's grade 2 teacher and became Jace's favorite teacher and ended up being the special needs students advocate at the school. LET, I think is the word I'm looking for there, because Panda, same thing. Might be a hot take coming from level 3 ASD. Don't let them break boundaries. Yes, boundaries are still important. Even don't let a kid get away with things because they're autistic. So you have to be ableist about it. Yeah, 100%, right? Like, absolutely, you know, be as supportive as you can. Absolutely, be as supportive as you can. Don't let them break the boundaries though, right? There was only thanks. I I had a feeling it was LAT, but um, I tell my oldest, it's okay. You tried, and that's what matters, even if it was scary. Yeah, that's good wording for it, right? And I think the one that I was trying to think of was don't use words like well you weren't cut out for this or things like that. That's what it was. um if they try something and they're not great at it, okay, that happens, right? But don't tell them things like, well, you're just not cut out for this, we'll have to try something else, right? It's kind of demeaning, you know what I mean? I don't see him all the time, but when he's here, I definitely don't let him get away with things he knows are wrong. And that's an important part too. If they know that they're wrong, Grandpa lets them get away with everything. Yeah, that might be me one day. Better behaved overall than all our cousins because we have very strict about our boundaries. Yep. Now that said, being somebody who has observed your parenting, I don't think you guys are strict parents in any way. I think you guys absolutely adhere to the boundaries, yeah, but I don't think you guys are strict parents in any way, shape, or form. I think you guys are fantastic given this situation. You guys are amazing. I'm using my oldest as well. It's fun. It's fun to do it different. Yeah. We're strict. We just aren't cruel. Yeah. I think you and I are looking at different versions of different meanings of strict, perhaps. I don't disagree with you. I know that you guys, they don't go hand in hand. They're not mutually exclusive. No, they're not. No, they're not for sure. But I mean, like, I know that you guys don't let her get away with shit that she knows she shouldn't get away with. You just, not a dick about it. Never assume competence or, however you spelled it. Never assume competence. I don't let anyone get away with shit. I mean, there you go, right? So why should the kid be any different? I, on the other hand, let my kid get away with too much. So, but we all know that. That said, I've got a different mental blockage circumstance going on there, but push buttons on things when I say no. It says I'm stifling the child. I think that I would have to look at those situationally, you know what I mean? I mean, if it's something little and inconsequential, it's not a big deal. I wouldn't think anything of it either. But I mean, if it's something bigger where they're pushing buttons on things, then yeah, I might get a little more strict on it. Full time with stuffies, yeah, that's yes. We're gonna go with that, yes. And thank you very much for the question, Kixie. I love that we can still, years later, get into conversations like this, even when it doesn't seem to be the primary of everything. I love it. Take a mile. Had to be very firm on things. That's where I have to be very thankful because Jasa is not like that. Yeah, she will try and push a little bit here and there. And yeah, depending on what it is, there are times that I will give. And, like sometimes bedtimes, right? I'm not going to be super hard ass about it. Yes, we have our routine. But if something happens where it blurs the line a little bit, I'm not going to make it the end of the world. Not to bug the big dogs because they don't want to play. Throw things at them or me. Yes, tell them that's not good. I'm going to do this. Graham says I'm the wrong thing. No. When he's told not to bug the big dogs because they don't want to play, that is something that I would stick with. And for me, in my mind, I'm looking down the road I'm thinking that if he thinks he can get away with bothering big dogs that don't want to play in this situation, what's going to happen when he comes across a big dog that he doesn't know that really doesn't want to play? Right? Then you're going into fucking Danger Will Robinson territory, and that's not good. So I'm given that, I'm going to side with you on that one. Too many times I've seen parents autistic just let their kid do it because they're autistic. Pisses me off. It's the same with sister-in-law who has Down syndrome. People will just do whatever to diagnose. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I've told some of you guys before the one time, and I think to my failing memory, there was one time I dealt with a meltdown from Jasa out in public, and it was when we were leaving a Walmart, and she was, I think, like 3 or 4 years old, maybe. And she was pissed off because we didn't buy something that she had wanted. And she started to have a meltdown in the front little lobby of the Walmart. And was fucking laying and kicking and screaming on the floor. So I lay down beside her and started kicking and screaming right beside her. She never fucking did it again. Hold that line, because the boundary also transfers to other kids. Yes, it does. Eldest has problem design. It's a constant problem, yeah. My daughter, if she ever needs to talk to someone about the little one, I'm always here. That's good. When it comes to school, though, that's something she has to do on her own, unfortunately. I mean, you could still back up, or rather be the backup, not backup, but I mean be the backup when needed. But yeah, I agree with you. The parent has to, 9 out of 10, be the one that, lays down the law. And progresses further, not just the animals, they'll start bugging people and then dysregulating others, which is not okay. Agreed. It's not written in a book somewhere. Interesting, Dan. And that's why I don't want him getting used to bug them. Rather, yeah. The thing is, it's a boundary. Period. It's a boundary that is set. Right? You want them to adhere to the boundaries. Again, situationally, I blur the lines a little bit here and there, right? I'm not a total hard ass about it because, I don't see the point in the grand scheme of things of being a hard ass over something tiny. Fucking with dogs that are big, and which could lead into things like getting into pushing other people's boundaries, other dogs in the future that they don't know, which could turn out to be a very bad situation for them. They can get themselves hurt. Fireman over shoulder carry Alex in many places. See, and again, this is where I'm super thankful that we never had to have that much of a problem with Jasa when it came to that, right? She is, when it comes to a lot of that shit nowadays, she is incredibly understanding, which is great, right? And I don't mean what I mean by understanding is she understands the situation and why we are being hard asses about it, setting boundaries about it. And if she doesn't understand, then we talk about it and we make sure that she does understand why. Yeah, King C is a part of the Discord. Struggles with ADHD, new for me, doing best to help it as much as I can. We live an hour apart, so it's hard actually. And I get that. Same as with any kid, honestly, autistic kids, getting into routine and respecting boundaries is even more critical. Yeah, because once you get in the way of doing things, it's harder. Yeah. Once you get them into the routine of it, then it's harder to break out of the routine of it, which is a good thing. The Fullerton passes out. Wow. PBM was on fuck around and find out duty that day, I guess. Where are we here? Oh yeah, because that's right. Because I had my ad shut off, so I manually ran the ad. And then until the routine is bad shit, then not so much. Yeah, then no bueno. No, 100%. We got tips, and I'm sure we can share magic. For sure. Well, and Kingsy's Canadian too, so there's going to be stuff that, I'm sure advice that you can give or places that you can point that may help out. Kingsy's Saskatchewan, correct? Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Correct me. It's Saskatchewan, I'm sure. Gotta head out, kid. I'll be home too. Alrighty. Manitoba. It was one or the other. It's Roxy that's Saskatchewan. No. Roxy is not Saskatchewan. It's fucking... The names are all in my head here. But yeah, I knew it was one or the other. When she has him in public and throws a fit, she buys him a toy to keep him happy, which isn't the right thing to do. No. I may know someone who can get resources. Maybe you might, yeah. Miss that. Where in Manitoba? That's up to Kingsey to tell you. But yeah, Kingsey is in Manitoba. But, and I think too, that's another reason too that Kingsey asked, is because she's well aware that in our community, we have lots of people that have their own resources that are connected in some way, shape, or form. About 30 minutes. Nice. Resources. Ontario works every day. Yep, it sure does. But yeah. Holy shit, it's a red, sir. What's up, kid? How you doing? Well, that was a fun little sideline. I liked that. I approve. Oh, yeah, don't forget about those things. I'm currently in the peg. My wife was born in the peg. Just tell them if they act up, they'll get shit. If that doesn't change, yeah, once you get teenage years, you're going to have a very bad time. I agree. I 100% agree. Hopefully not in Measles Central. How bad is it out there for you guys? That's something, actually, I have not looked too much into. Because I know that in Alberta here, it's fucking terrible. It is absolutely horrible. There we go. Speaking of Roxy, apparently your ears were burning, my friend. Closer to Steinbach. But yeah, my wife was born in the peg. Actually, whenever we had to go, when we had to go for her grandmother's funeral last year, we had to go to Winnipeg, because that's where a lot of her her dad's side of the family, rather, lives in Winnipeg. Like, so her uncles and all that shit. 45 south of the peg on 59. I know somebody down in that region. Who the fuck is it that I know down there? I can't think of it because they're not related to the community or anything. I'm alive. Who got there last time I was around? Took some time to heal and all that. Good. I don't remember what you were healing from because I have a terrible memory. It's just a certain neurodevelopmental condition that I don't want to talk about it. But that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you took time to heal. Healing is important, especially for those of us that are physically disabled and end up hurting ourselves a whole lot. Shoulder issues. Right. Yeah, I was trying to explain to a friend of mine. Actually, no, my therapist and I had, because I got to go see my therapist last week. So thank you, all of you who helped. That was necessary. I can put that together. I see what you did there. But yeah, I actually got to see my therapist for the first time last week in 6 months-ish. So, of course, I got to catch her up on all of the fantastic things that she was aware of some of them. But I got to fill her in on all the other good stuff. And, of course, we had a really fantastic conversation about that. Talking about how, everybody gets brain fog. That happens. And then we have the neurospicy brain fog, which is always not a fun time. And then now I have the MS brain fog on top of it. So, and that's just fucking getting worse. So I actually sent an email. Yes, because therapy, that's right. Speaking of therapy, I sent an email to my occupational therapist, who I don't see again for another 2 weeks or whatever. But kind of at the behest of my wife, who had pointed some things out, that I'd like to know if we can accelerate some of this schedule, because shit seems to be getting worse, and I'm not a fan of it, and she's not a fan of it, and mostly I'm not a fan of it. Having a blast with mine. I bet you are. I doubt you are. But yeah, so I sent her an email. I have not heard back from her. I don't know if I will within the next few days. But yeah, I want to get the next MRI going, and I want to know what kind of a time frame we're looking at for this Ocrevus treatment. And if you look real close, you'll see a card that does nothing. Not a goddamn thing. But yeah, I'd like to accelerate the schedule there, and let's get some shit happening, because
I bent my Wookie.
don't bend your Wookie. It's just cruel. But yeah, I'd like to. I don't know. Get some answers is what I'm looking for, but last ones I had. Uh-oh. Gonna have to fill up your box there, Danny. That was dirty, and I'm here for it. A card with executive dysfunction? Poetic. I know, right? Isn't it great? Yeah, I know you have a name, but not right now. Not in this conversation, you don't. Gotta wait till the wife goes to bed, Daddy. I know. The nice thing is you guys go to bed so early. Well, for me, anyway. Anywho. So I've been dabbling in a little more gaming lately because, well, that just seems to make me a little happier. So last night I was playing, and bear in mind, these are a lot of games that I've like never played or never caught up on. One was that gothic horror Alice in Wonderland, the Madness Returns one. I was playing that for like an hour last night. That's kind of funky. I kind of dig that. I also was the other night before that playing Star Wars Outlaws, which you've heard me bitch about the cost of that one, but I got it at half off, so there you go. But I was very surprised at that one because they have a feature in it that I have been saying that like so many other games need to put in there, which is like they have got like fucking accessibility features in there left, right, and center. They've got an option you can click on for like constant reminders of what your buttons do. So like, I'll give you an example. I couldn't get into Outlaws. I think I've only in like 45 minutes into it, but one of the problems that I have now is, well, actually, let's go to the older problem. So you remember the very first like Marvel Spider-Man one that came out on the PlayStation a few years back? I put it down, and then I picked it back up like 9 months later and completely forgot, like muscle memory just gone, right? I could not remember what button did what or anything like that, so I had a hard time getting back into it. This one here, you can apparently click on a feature where it constantly fucking reminds you of what buttons do what. And I'm like, why don't more games have this? I buy a new book. It's called The Forgotten Home Apothecary Home Remedies. That's a mouthful of a title. The Forgotten Home Apothecary Home Remedies. Also go to fail my hearing test. Oh, listen for the beeps. Yeah. Because it turned off. It's a game of living with my mind. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about there. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get back into it again later this week, if I can make myself some time. But I don't know. I've been having difficulty finding something, and you guys have heard me bitch about this constantly. Finding something that I'd like get into and like become immersed in, right? I kind of want to get back into Elite, but I just haven't made the allotted amount of time that I would require for it, because it can take a hefty amount of time, especially considering I'm like 97 jumps away from, my my home port. I'd be up for getting back into Elite. I'm just waiting for you to. You're just waiting for me on that, or waiting for us? Okay, well, I will. Just remind me. I'll make some time to set up shop where you are. The thing is, I'm so far out of the bubble. Not out of the bubble. I'm so far out. Yes, I have Star Trucker. That was very amusing to me for like 2 days. And I'm not saying it sucks, because it doesn't. It's very cool. I just hadn't got back into it. But I do dig that game. Scroll gaming stream, wishful thinking. On this computer currently, yes, that's very wishful thinking. For those of you that caught the rave, you will notice that, or you would have noticed that the background screen kept locking, and that was partly my fault because I didn't flatten the layers into one transparent layer like I should have. I was in a rush and I skipped steps, so that was partly on me. That being said, it should not have been so much that it constantly was causing the video to lock up. So, that for an example, me doing a gaming stream, not on this fucking rig. We're going to have to wait until the wife gets her inheritance, and she's already okayed me for... Hey! She's already okayed me for the next rig. Don't know why that would be.
Rotoads kicks ass and has picked up 10 packs.
On which shit, though? Hey, Roxy! Oh, the rave shit. I never go overboard on that. I don't know what you're talking about. I went overboard on the intro. And that was it. I never go overboard on that. What are you talking about? Yeah, this was... I don't know if I would say it's another level. I don't know. You know what? You know what? I will let you guys decide. Hang on. Where are we here? Okay. I have spoken. Did it reset my sub? I don't know. Time to body double. You got it, Red. We're always here for a body double. Okay. I will let you guys decide. For those of you that were not here for the rave, I'm going to show you the intro for the rave. Okay? You guys can decide whether I went overboard compared to what I normally do for the rave intros. Okay? Bear this in mind. Now, if you're on Patreon or Fourth Wall membership, I put a copy up there for you to see. For those of you that don't have it, check this out and tell me if I went overboard on this. I'm not saying it wasn't cool, but it was overboard. Yeah, all right. Just pause any redeems or anything, like, not shoes. I'm saying nobody do any redeems or anything because they're not going to come through, okay? So just, like, hold off on that for, like, 4 minutes. I will show you the intro. You can decide, compared to what I normally do for a rave intro, did I go overboard?
Tonight, you are the weapon. You are the weapon. You are the weapon. It's May the 3rd, the stars align. Midnight hits, the base defines. I came in fast from the outer rim. Jetpack lit with a lightsaber grin. Not Jedi, not Sith, I ride my own code. Mandalorian heart with a synthwave soul. You feel that beat, it's a bounty call. So raise your sabers, we're taking it all. Raise your sabers, we're taking it all. First to land, it's Taylor Drive. Transform school, it'll keep you alive. Floating through hyperspace, heartbeats align. With every drop, the force intertwines. Lost gate slides in with a house head smile. Spin that groove in Corellian style. Funky, fresh, rebellion refined. His rhythm hits harder than a blaster to the spine. Flash red is Miami by midnight. Vapor trails glowing under moonlight flight. Neon dreams from another time zone. Spinning like saber disc on cores and chrome. Then the ground shakes. It's dark size ray dropping raw kicks. Like a seismic chain. No peace, just power, no sleep till dawn. This ain't a party, it's a full-blown Comic-Con. One rave, one force where the wild belong. This is your mission, no room to fall. Dance like you got the Death Star on call. Dance like you got the Death Star on call. Welcome to the sound of the Spaz Protocol.
Now, did I go overboard on that? Okay, maybe a little. Maybe a hint. Maybe a touch. Maybe I might have just a little bit. Fuck you. I mean, okay. Maybe a lot. Now, bearing I didn't do that in 2 weeks. I did that in one. So, yeah, I fucking dove headfirst into that hard. My only regret is that I've blown through all of my credits for the month on Kling and on Leonardo. So, because that makes it better. I know, right? Had a random thought the other night. It's going to be turned into Nightcore. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm sure I've got some tracks that are pretty close. Bro Edits, what's going on? How you doing? Nice to see ya. And shout out to those of you that are lurking away on YouTube as well. Don't forget to push the buttons and the things and the touch the things and stuff. But yeah, you're right. I dove hard into it. It was a single sleepless night, so there's that. Not too bad. It wasn't a single sleepless night. No, that's... You're right. It may have been more than that. But yeah, like I said, my regret for it, if there is one, is that I've blown through my monthly credits on a couple of sites. Okay. That just means that I have to, like, ease up on, on a couple things. Mind you, I get little freebie boosts on Kling again, so there's that. And Scuba Duck, that's right, I saw you dancing away. What's going on? Merry Sunday and Merry Mother's Day to all the mothers in the family. If there is more than one, I guess. I suppose. Or hey, even if it's you. If you're a mother, happy Mama's Day. Anyway. But yeah, so, okay. So I went a little crazy on it. But, now that being said, it didn't turn out terrible. And yeah, you're right. I didn't... Normally what I do is I will prep, and it's just to make my life easier. I will prep. Like, I will get on my notepad and I'll write down, like, little sets of, okay, I want to put these tracks together, you know, these tracks together kind of thing. And I will prep out a bunch of sets. Did I get a chance to do that for this one? Because normally it would include, like, newer tracks that I would try and shuffle in there, new remixes and shit. No, I didn't get a chance to do it. But I did have my old notepads, so there was that. So, on the upside, it didn't turn out terrible. And Red Swan is ordered. Hey! There you go. Need a master list for all those sites. Can't remember them all. Are you talking about for the ones that I was using? Like the AI ones that I was using? Because I've got a whole bunch. I got Black Forest Cake. Very nice. Very nice indeed. This is where, when it comes to the music sites, I'm glad that Refusion is essentially unlimited free, really. Am I a paid member on there? Yes, I am. But same with Udio. Minor gripe. I find that after using Refusion, I'm not a fan of Udio anymore. I don't like the results. But anyway, minor gripe. That's completely neither here nor there. For all those sites. The ones that I primarily use for the art generation is Leonardo as the main one. I also use PicLumen. For the video, I use Kling. What's the other one? We've been going all day making pot blends for Panda. You know what? I haven't even fucking run a print in, I think, 3 days now. Sorry, I'm just trying to find... I can't seem to find where the other one was. There's another video one that I use. For the music, I'm big into Refusion. Fingerprints to the track so it can always be identified. AI, to a lot of people. So top sites, I see a lot of talk music, Refusion, and Suno. Sudo is a video. Yeah, Sudo is Google's video, if I'm not mistaken. Suno, I think, is the audio one. And I heard that they were having internal issues. I guess. I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I don't care. But yeah, Refusion is something like that, yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry, art-wise, another one I use actually is Dolly. I'm sorry, not Dolly. It's a different one now. It's ChatGPT. How dare a song be identified as AI when people want to claim it as their own originals? Right? Right? See, at least with the AI ones that I do release, I am straight, like, Active Corrosion. I am 100% forthcoming that the music is AI generated. The vocals are written by me, but the music itself is all AI generated. And actually, I am going to be, because now I have the copyright, which is why I'm a paid member of Fusion, because I wanted the copyright, or not the copyright, the licensing agreement, that I can release any of the tracks that we do on our AI Music Friday, the ones that we think are awesome or hilarious or whatever. I can now release those on other platforms, which I'm going to do. And again, I'm 100% forthcoming. They are fucking AI generated tracks. You know, they're going to be under it's going to be under the SQRL channel. I'm going to be releasing them through my distributor on a different artist name. So those will all go to the SQRL channel. That's not the issue I'm seeing people complain about. It's when they sample any part of it, makes the entire song flag. I think that is a problem with... That's not a problem with the AI itself. That's a problem with the... What the fuck is the name of it? It's what YouTube... Content ID is what it is. It's a content ID. And the reason that is a bigger problem is a problem that I had with somebody is they took a track that they made on, like a fuck ton of tracks that they made on a different AI music site, and they uploaded them all to their distributor and put it through the content ID. So the content ID automatically went, well, these are our tracks now, and now you're going to get copyright struck for every time you use them. But you can't do that because you can't assign a copyright to an AI generated music or an AI generated song. You can't, right? You can assign the copyright to the lyrics that you've written, which is fine. That still means that you retain the copyright for it, right? That's how I get away with it with Active Corrosion. I write all the lyrics based on my experiences and what I'm feeling. But when it comes to things like any of the shit that we do for the Fridays, I can't assign a copyright to it. Nor would it be right for me to upload it to my distributor and say, hey, put the YouTube content ID on it so that it flags every time somebody else uses it. That's bullshit. That is 100% bullshit right there. If you're at 75% of the song and sample accounts for 25% of your song, the Unity's fingerprint now and appears to be none of yours. Okay, hang on. Let me pull that apart a little bit here. Imagine how many adults put. Yeah, exactly. If you write 75% of the song. Okay, so define right. If you write 75% of the song. So like if you sit down and like put the music together, 75% of it, but what you're using is samples for 25% of it. I actually have run across that same problem without using any AI stuff, and it's from using sample packs. Some of you may recall when I put out the Ross Gates album a couple years back that I was getting flagged, not just for the lyrics, like because they're out of sample packs, they'll flag you for lyrics if you're using the same lyric set as somebody else does, right? All you have to do is say, look, I've got the license for it, I'm allowed to do that, right? But if you put in, for example, a beat loop, right? Like a drum kick loop, and that's what you use in a good part of your song, right? You put in a drum kick loop that comes out of a sample pack that you bought and you paid for, and you have the license to use. You are perfectly well within your right to use. But if somebody else uses the same one and same deal, they put it through the content ID, you can get fucking flagged for it. Which is horseshit. It is absolutely horseshit. But I just noticed the time, and I remember that I forgot to turn the ads on. So that means that the self-care breaks are not going to auto-flag for me. So that means I need to actually watch for this. We're going to take a quick self-care break just because I need to refill my coffee. And I'm sure some of you could probably, go to the bathroom or something like that. But if you buy sample cabinet, it's much different than AI. You're right, it is. However, legally, they don't look at it the same. Like when it comes to the legal consequences of it, it's if you're using this sample versus I generated this sample, right? It's going to be all part and parcel the same exact thing. when you get hit with a flag for it. They make no difference. Like, they don't differentiate them, which is bullshit. I think it's absolute horseshit. But again, these are the untread waters that we're walking into. Yeah, you can flag these nuts. These are the untread waters that we're walking into with the advent of AI music, right? Is now they have to make all of these. You use a license, you can play because you have the receipts for it. That's true. However, in a lot of cases, it's. I'll give you one example that I have. Is there was one that when I put together just a mix set. That's fair. When I put together a mix set, I had one of the AI sites generate me a little. It was a beat loop and a riser on the end of it. I thought it was interesting, so I used it. Well, I got tagged for it, right? By this same asshole that uploads like a brand new album every 3 days. And I wish I was kidding. I'm not exaggerating. This guy, I can't remember his name, but if you look it up on Spotify, he uploads a brand new fucking album like every 3 days. It's sickening. But I tried to fight it, and it came back with, nope, you can't, because we say we own this and you're wrong. If I try to fight it any farther and they continue to disagree, I risk losing my channel over it, which is bullshit. Now, thankfully, it's not my paid channel. Like, it's one of the backups. But it's still horseshit. It is fucking ridiculous. It has a time and a place and a purpose. But I think those who are using it and claiming it as their own it's bullshit. People become reliant on it and generated things as OC. OC for me. Original content. Okay. I hear OC so much from Jasa in pertaining to like original characters. So that's where I tripped on that one. Original content. Yes, I agree. I agree. I totally agree. You should not be claiming that as your own original shit in any way. I have to do the same thing. One guy complained that he generated a synth loop. It was anyway. He wrote the entire rest of the track and saying the entire thing was flagged AI generated, even though it declared synth loop. Yep, it flagged AI generated. But that's a thing too. Is they can't at this time that I have seen. It's not a matter of a slider bar. It's either a checkbox, yes or no, right? So it's either you did or you didn't, whether it is only like 5% of it or 100% of it. Trying to pass it off as your own. Yeah, it should be. You're right. But unfortunately, we're still in the early steps of all this, and we're not at a point where the laws have been passed in order to cover that, I guess. Anyway, let's take a quick little break. I'm gonna refill my coffee, and you guys grab yourself water, a snack, whatever you need to, and we'll be back in just a minute. All right? I'm gonna fill up my iced coffee. Yeah.
closer, let me tell you what I know. Deep in these woods where wise ones dare to go. Guardian of stories, keeper of the chase. Ancient squirrel wisdom passed through time and space. Feel it in your blood. Tales begin to soar. When the moon commands, open up the door. My stories come alive tonight. Moving through your soul, igniting fire bright. Dance with me until the morning light. Let the ancient wisdom set you right. Set you right. Running through the branches, climbing ever high. Gathering the knowledge as the nights roll by. Generations trusted me to keep the ways. Now I share these powers through electric waves. Pulse beneath your feet. Rhythm starts to rise. When the beat connects, open up your eyes. My stories come alive tonight. Moving through your soul, igniting fire bright. Dance with me until the morning light. Let the ancient wisdom set you right. Set you right. Moving through your soul, igniting fire bright. Dance with me until the morning light. Let the ancient wisdom set you right. Set you right. Let the wisdom guide you home.
All right, coffee. Whoop. Bring that down a bit. All right, let's catch up here. Something a lot more business. Make our own rules until such time no laws pass. See, I'm not going to pretend to be smart enough to make a stance on that one. If there's any AI generated in whatever you're making, it should flag for the whole song. Because it's not 100% yours. I'm going to disagree with that. And the reason I'm going to disagree with that is because I'm going to use the example of if I sat down and wrote another song with Nate and my friend Mandy, right? I would not be able to claim 100% of it because 100% of it is not mine, right? It would be a half and half thing. And I could set the percentages that way, right? So, like, if I did 75% of the writing, or actually, even if I wrote half the song, Nate wrote a quarter of it, and then Mandy wrote the lyrics, right? So we'd break it up that way, like half and half, and then I did more, so I get a larger. We can put it on all slider scale that way, but I don't think that it should flag for 100% of it. If I, for example, use say a beat loop again, for example. Right? I don't think it should flag 100% of it because it's not 100% artificially generated. That one part of it is. I think that too can also go back to, like, for years and years and years, people have been putting into a synthesizer to have it speak vocals. They just put in the words and say, here you go. And then it sounds like a robot, right? Like they were doing this as far back as like the 70s and shit. I wouldn't put that on the same level. I would think that I think there's a lot more nuance that's required. But again, this is coming from somebody who also deals with the back end of that shit too. Giggity. That's right, giggity. But regardless, I do agree with the overall point that somebody who is just trying to put out something in any fashion, be it music or art or whatever, and claim that it's theirs, that's fucked up, right? I actually, even for my book, right, because I had used GPT and Gemini as editing tools for the book, right? So I even disclosed that when I put the book up. How much AI generated stuff did you use in this, right? So, and I think the option I had to use was a little bit with heavy edits. Don't paraphrase me on that one, but it's something to that degree, right? But that's because I even used GPT and Gemini as editing tools, right? Because I didn't have an editor, right? And I mean, like, yeah, sure, I could hand out 100 copies and say, okay, can you help me fix this? But then I'm at the mercy of somebody else's time scale. I'm just like, no, I can't do that. I'm too buried into it at that point, right? So it's just like, okay, pretend you're an editor. Help me edit this, right? Does this make sense? Do I need to change words here? That kind of shit. Probably figured out in the courts, someone sued or precedent. Yeah, at current, in the States, where a lot of the main copyright laws that even we follow up here for the most part, they're getting it figured out little by little. I think it'd be pretty hilarious, though, if somebody tries to sue somebody else over shit that they both had artificially generated. Music industry a little different because it's an industry it's for content. It's not 100%. Yeah, well, I mean, like, look at the amount of fucking people that they have listed as songwriters for like a Beyonce song, right? They've got like 14, 15 people that are classed as songwriters. Fuck off. Samples, covers, etc. Protocol. Yeah. Yeah. Like, and covers even are a separate case in and of themselves. Being relied on more and more in the past, I was shit worse and worse. And I find it sickening. Yep. And the worst part is, it's just going to get worse. Because that's where we are. That's where we are in the timeline. Now, as for the amount of people that are going to be able to get away with passing it off as their own, I don't know. Right? There seem to be Oh, no, by all means, speak your heart out. Doesn't mean that there won't be safeguards, I guess, against it. Like, prime example here too is look at the video game industry, right? There are so many companies that are taking so much shit right now for, you know, generating AI content for their cards or, for the in-game cards or for in-game screens or stuff like that. Activision just took a fucking big there was a big thing about them anyway. Yeah, COD. Yeah, COD is bad for it. Exactly. But also too, they're I think they're still in the middle of the voice actor strike for in gaming because of that. Do you mean big corporations trying to get in there and fuck over the creatives? Creatives having to strike, petition, lobby, pretty much exactly what I'm just saying right now, right? The voice actors guild for gaming right now, they're in the minute. To my knowledge, they're still in the middle of it. I haven't caught any recent updates on it, but yeah, and Call of Duty is probably the biggest one that I'm hearing the most shit about right now, is for the amount of shit that they're doing, and because of course fucking Activision try and bend you over and fuck you for every last penny that they can, even for AI generated shit. Fuck off. But yeah, I 100% agree with that. It should be totally disclosed, right? And I mean, I can sit here and stroke my own dick about it as much as I want and say that, I'm disclosing as much as I personally can. That's great for me, but that doesn't help the industry in its entirety if somebody else is not doing the same. So I think a lot of us, we have to be more diligent and honest, and me expecting that of the world is just, it's just not going to happen. That's just a fucking pipe dream, right? But I mean, is what it is. Oh well. EA is another really bad one. Giving people time to forget. Not according to some of the creators that I follow that are that talk about a lot of the in and outs of the gaming industry. They're all the fuck over Activision. Not to say that they're ignoring EA, because they're not. But yeah, I think maybe the guy had put out in 1 week, he'd put out 3 videos in a row that were just hammering Activision over all of this stuff. So I think maybe that's why it's sticking in my head so much. Look whose stream I finally found. Well, hello. Welcome back. You finally found. I mean, it's not that I went anywhere personally. Well, that's kind of a lie. I guess I just haven't really been on a whole lot as of late because my body hates me, I guess. What did I miss? We're kind of all over the place today, as usual. There's people to follow. I mean, the average person is going to be his form. Yeah, of course. Which in itself is disappointing too, because, I mean, these are the people that really should be knowing more about it, and they're the ones who are forgetting about it. Right? Not a whole lot we could do about it, sadly, but yeah. Anyway, what did I miss? Today, happy Mother's Day. We talked about parenting of autistic kids. Now we're kind of babbling in and around the legalities of AI created stuff, and the people that are bullshitting or that are assholes and try and claim it as their own, right? I mean, I'll be the first to admit that I love this stuff and I use this stuff a whole bunch, but I never try and pass it off as 100% my own, even the stuff that I do write lyrics for. But again, I'm not a monolith, right? I'm not a monolith for the industry. I'll be as transparent and honest as I can, but other people are gonna fuck that up for everybody else. Autistic parent is hard raising an autistic child. Yes, it absolutely can be. But again, too, what we were saying before is that it's not a monolith. My wife and I have it relatively easy when it comes to our kid versus a lot of other parents who've got a hell of a lot harder time. So, he's the most hated publisher out there. EA had earned that spot, though. Finally came to a realization. Hit me. He's a good kid, just lazy. Well then, I smelled the sarcasm on that one. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not necessarily that black and white. If it was, my dad would have an easier time, I'm sure. The fuck, Jamie? I've been blaming myself for being different. It was always me. Yeah, that sounds like pretty much everybody here. I will have to agree with you on that. But, I mean, it also doesn't help that in a lot of cases, it's not just you that's blaming you for being different. It's... Oh, okay. Thanks. I didn't see a notification for that, so I'm guessing that's why you DM me. But thank you. I mean, it was just everybody. Well, yeah, absolutely. It wasn't just me, it was everybody else. But that's the thing is that a lot of us are going to be stuck under that tag of being different as opposed to everybody else, and the fact they can't accept me is their issue, not mine. Exactly. Did we forget your last one? Well, I guess we did. Whoopsie. Okay, noted. That's fair enough. It doesn't surprise me that we both would have forgotten that. I'm not harsh on myself anymore. Well, that's good. Being harsh on yourself is counterproductive. I mean, what's the point of being hard on yourself? For, the way that your fucking brain works. There's no point in beating yourself up over it. Y'all. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I had to look and even see what your avatar was. Your mind went to the gutter? Well, then, I mean, you're not alone. There's a lot of that going on around here. And I said beating yourself up. Drastic difference. Enjoy the pizza, you lucky bastard. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. There it is. Yeah, that should show you how long ago it was since Shoes did a stream. It's only been like forever. Numerous years. Ah, well. Oh, lordy. Oh, whatever. Welcome to the club. No, I just completely lost track of what I was thinking there. 7 years. That there you go. Ketchup streaming by accident last year was funny. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, there was something else. I forgot what it was. Must not have been that important, I guess. Oh well. And yeah, I know. Welcome to the server. Story of my existence. Oh, dude, it's so much worse nowadays. It's not fun. It really is so much worse nowadays. It pisses me off so much. But I think that's also why I was on my occupational therapist case about it. It's like, can we like do something about this and move this along? Waiting on the camera stand to come in. I mean, I'm sure you've had alternate options for months now. You could have been doing this for months already, instead of sitting here and fucking waiting for every little tiny thing to come in piece by piece by piece. Just putting that out there. I'm poor. So start fucking streaming! You bonehead. What I'm saying is don't wait for everything to come in. Just do it. I'm gonna go all Shia LaBeouf on you? Do it! Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on, man. Who's gonna take up Jay's time slot? I can't bring myself to do it anymore. I mean, I still can because community, I think it's important, but on the other hand, it's also difficult for me physically as of late, which is very annoying. I have no help. What help do you need? What kind of help do you need streaming? So that confuses me. As I just sit here and stare at the text. And you're playing God and screaming like old times, that's right. It's money I made. We got like mods and stuff, it's easier to assist as well. Okay, like what? I don't know what mods you're referring to. Because for the greater part, I think a lot of people just kind of like plug and play with OBS. But it would depend on what mods you're talking about. Oh, people to help moderate the channel. I think that's something that's a bridge that you can cross when you need to. I think when one goes like, comes back out of the gate, no, it's not needed. It's not a necessity. I mean, there are times when even now I don't have mods around sometimes, and it's okay, whatever. Not a big deal. Got to find peeps you trust but not needed. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Because other people have lives. I became flaky as fuck. There was a pastry reference in there somewhere. Oh, shut up. Ancestral and documented a few times together. I mean, but that's what the block button is for. Or the ban button, I guess. Making Panda a Twinkie. Yeah! I can see why it doesn't always need... No, it's true. It doesn't, right? It doesn't necessarily need mods, on a day in and day out. It's great to have. Don't get me wrong. With health and burnout. No, I get that. I totally get that. Had a guy report you. One thing you generally do is unban Mama after Dan banning her. It's true. It is true. Or occasionally sneak into the back end of things and reset something. One fucking time. But that one time has consequences. But yeah, I think that's more of a down the line thing. Like initially to start, I don't think it's anything that too many people should worry about. And if you got people that are just being dinks in there, just fucking get rid of them. You know, blah 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 blah. Look at me, yada yada. No, fuck off. I've got time for you. I'm doing other shit. Like she was giving me the look. I mean, he does that without you needing to be a mod for a stream, though. Nice. See, I need a major overhaul, which is why I can't do anything for like gaming and whatnot on here, which not my top priority, to be honest. So I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, I need a drastic fucking overhaul if I'm gonna do that. Not happy with money. I mean, gotcha. Yeah, in my case, it is going to be a case of waiting for it. It's going to be hurry up and wait, right? Nothing I can do about that. So for now, I just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Ooh, by the way, hit me. What do you got? Oh, also, in case you forgot, they finally fix it. Nice. Excellent. Always glad to hear when people get their stuff fixed. Okay, so get this. This is where I had... Motherfucker. This is where I have a bit of an issue as of late. So I just bought this. This right here is an 8 terabyte external hard drive. Yeah, pretty great. USB-C on the end of it. USB-C connection. It's a USB 4 fucking hard drive. My machine is not equipped to handle USB 4. Now, it should be backwards compatible and run well with my USB 3 output, but it's not. So this is what I have to deal with right now. I have to figure out a way to make this fucking thing work. Because apparently, it just doesn't want to. My dad about that song? Oh, the Dan song? Yeah. Lost My Destiny, really jumped out of the game. It's true, he does. I forgot the demo machine's got to wait another 20 minutes. Oh, God. But yeah, I got this so that I could help with my one drive getting bogged down, right? And it won't even read it. It'll acknowledge that it's there, but it won't read it. There's different types of USB-A. USB-C. USB-C is the current standard. Good, not man. What they called? What do you mean doesn't work? I mean, it will acknowledge that something is plugged into it, but it will not identify it as a hard drive. That's what I mean. So, like, it'll acknowledge that something's plugged in. It just doesn't know what it is or what to do with it. No, I mean, like, it will not even recognize it as a drive. You said USB 8. No, I said USB 4. USB 4.0. The connection. Make sure it's not the unit itself. I don't think it's a unit. I think it's my machine. Because I have an issue with it that it will not do all of the updates properly. For some fucking reason. We could develop... Didn't think to include some compatibility. Maybe. Model number on it? Oh, God. Where did I put the box? Where I still have the box down here. Yep. It is a Maiwo, Maiwo, and I can't remember the number. Apparently it's getting cloudy and shit here, so like all of the lights are fucking. It's all dark and whatnot here. All right, where's my light? Here we go. K1695. I mean to remember, no, none of your. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with that. K1695. Yeah, the company is Maiwo, Maiwo. And it should come up as an 8 terabyte external. Thanks, Toads. So when you're doing an upgrade, the PC will error to previous state. No, it'll just tell me that it can't install. It can't update. Right, so like the little circle in the bottom, you know, where it's got the little turny arrows, and then I'll have like a little yellow circle when, you know, it has an update ready. Mine is red. Like in Windows, let me see if I can. Yeah, it says updates failed. Your device is missing important security updates. So of course I keep trying to update them, but it won't let me. Make sure your device is on and plugged in so updates can complete. And then I hit retry, and then it says install error, and then gives me installation error number, which I looked up the night before, and I have a thingy pulled up on it. So I feel like I have to go back and fucking like manually try and re-trigger these older updates so that it works. Ah, Swiggy! Thanks, Jamie. But yeah, so that's the issue I'm having currently. Because yeah, I was really looking forward to this alleviating some of the bog down I have, and kind of just re-centralizing things onto one drive. Because I mean, in true spicy brain fashion, I've got backups here, backups there, backups there, of backups of backups. So yeah. Sure came with a drive in it. You should probably open it. It did. And like it is the enclosure for it. The drive inside of it. Oh fuck. Is shit. I would have to pull the page back up. Because yeah, I know it's the enclosure, but it's supposed to have the 8 terabyte drive in it. Like when I plug it in, that it's got the little green light and the whole nine. Humor me. Go into your disk management. All right, I will humor you. No, not disk cleanup. Let's try that again. You can see if it's showing as an unpartitioned. I don't think it is. I'll plug this baby in. Now it gives me the boop. USB 4 device functionality might be limited. Make sure the USB 4 device you're connected to is supported by your PC. Select this mentioned, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so calm down. And see if there's an unpartitioned drive. Disk drives, blah, 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 blah. SES device. Gonna go lay down. Alrighty. Folding component might have to reinstall Windows. Well, honestly, right now at this point, me reinstalling Windows probably would not be the worst thing in the world because I'm sure I am well overdue for it. Is it working on years and rolls of things? Yep, exactly. Troubleshooting. No, I'm not seeing, I think, anything. Like I'm seeing other devices. Base system device? No, I don't think that's it. WD drive management devices. WD SES device. Yeah, whereas if I try and do the update, if I try and do the driver update on it, it pops up the Windows update where it says updates failed. Right? So yeah, that's just it's fucking running me into an endless loop. I'll send you a screenshot. Just DM me in Discord and I'll remind me, and I'll send you a screenshot. But yeah, you know, if it is that I'm overlooking something, I'm perfectly willing to accept that. You know, I'm not as tech savvy as I used to be. Fair enough. By the way, I love your avatar. Your Discord avatar made me laugh every time. It's like a possessed sock boy. The bottom of the window should have this zero, this one, this two. Everybody drives out, just participate. Oh, is that what that is? A Freddy Krueger meatball? Yeah, at first glance, because it's, you know, a little tiny avatar in the corner, the first thing I think of is like a mad possessed sock boy. All right, let's try this again. What am I looking at here? Disk drives? Yeah, because it's not giving me disk 0, disk 1, or anything like that. Sure. Drives out, the position info on the right. In the bottom window, you should have disk 0. Oh, I'm looking in the device manager. That's why. There we go. Disk management. There we go. So yeah, I've got, what do we got here? And that's for the H drive. That is for the C drive. And that is also for the C drive. So no, it's not even coming up on disk management. But again, I feel like that's I don't know. I think it's just because of like mine doesn't support USB 4. Little did you realize that today we were going into tech territory. I guess. Disk cleanup, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's not giving me a refresh. Like it's grayed out. So yeah, it's not even showing up on the list here. Faulty hardware or bad Windows. Come over to the laptop. Yep. Oh no, it's fine. I was bitching about it. It's something that I will have to. It's a bridge I'll have to cross eventually here anyway. But I mean, even if I can't use it right now, I don't doubt it. There's a lot of more tech savvy folk than me. Even if I can't use it right now, hopefully it's something that I can use down the line when I do end up getting a better rig than this one. But we shall find out. And I'm a doctor. There you go. A doctor of what? We're not 100% sure. You could be a doctor of D's nuts. Dr. Danny of D's nuts. See? I like it. It rolls off the lips well, which is what she said. Look me up on my next episode of Dr. Danny.
These nuts.
D's nuts PhD. That's right. You're a great tech, but also a curse. Oh no, I get it. Dan plays one on TV. Hey Roxy, I bet you didn't. Did I ever send you the copies of the songs that we did up for you? There we go. Like, did you hear the songs that we had for you for the rave? $20, I'll pretend. For $20, you'll do a lot more than pretend. I know you will. I have songs? Yeah, remember? Because you contributed to the rave fund. To clear my passion, so I dropped out. That's right, $20 is $20. Yeah, actually, one of them played during the self-care break. And I thought about it while I was making my coffee. And I thought, oh shit, I bet Roxy didn't even know. So, you know what? Here is... Okay, I wanted to make sure we were on the right window here. And I'm just going to put this over here. I was sure I sent you the link, but you know what? If I didn't, then my bad. Scuba Duck! I still see you dancing around there. All right, let me see here. This would have been let me check the playlist. This would be AI Music Friday. Where you would have been way the fuck down here. Yeah, we're gonna take a little sidestep here because I had forgotten that I did not send this to Roxy, but I need to remember which fucking one it was. Hey, look, at Dan Dunn did it. Look at that! Isn't that great? Oh, to Tiamora. I'm pretty sure the one that I had... Oh, no, wait. There's a totally different list that I had for that. It would have been in here. Keeper. Yeah, this is one of them here. Yeah, thanks, Ground Control, for nothing. That's really pissing me off. Give me like 2 seconds here. Ground Control. Thank you. Reset. All right, there we go. You did not. No, I'm kind of surprised and disappointed. Yeah, so we're just going to take a second, and I want to I want to show off one of the ones here that we have for Roxy. This was a song that, so if you missed it, it was part of when we were doing the donations for the Rave Fund. I said anybody who had donated a nice little amount was going to have a song written about them, for them, by them, to them, / that kind of thing. And I ended up not catching up with Roxy afterwards, so I took the liberty of actually writing something for Roxy. So yeah, it's this one here. As you can see, EDM club song about the keeper of the squirrel lore. Yes, you did.
Deep in these woods where ancient beats align, I got the truth that makes these rhythms shine. Every acorn, every tale in sight contains the code to make this track ignite. But will you dance with me tonight? When nature's rhythm feels so right. I am the keeper of the squirrel beats. Let's make this forest move its feet, feet, feet. Records made of bark and leaves, broadcasting signals through the autumn breeze. Every creature knows the sacred sound that makes this forest turn around and round. But will you dance with me tonight? When nature's rhythm feels so right. I am the keeper of the squirrel beats. Let's make this forest move its feet, feet, feet.
Anyway, you get the idea. I'll send you a link to it. But yeah, I forgot that I did not send you a copy of that. Did we see the Road Toads one? Yes, I actually did a different one for you, Toads. I figured we would make a brand new one for you, just cause shits and giggles. I'm trying to remember what it was that I put into this one.
Come with me tonight, where everything feels right.
Oh, because of Toad, it took the jump thing.
Searching for too long, something felt so wrong, till I heard that midnight song. Now I know where I belong. The rhythm pulls me near, the bass is crystal clear. Your movement catches my eye, together we can fly.
I just remembered what the prompt was. It was about a toad finding its community.
Jump into the light with me. Jump into the light and see. Jump into the light with me. This is where we're meant to be. The water's perfect here. All my doubt disappears. Found my tribe at last. Moving fast, so fast. The rhythm calls my name. I'll never be the same.
Happy Mummy's Day!
He lifts me high. Together we can fly. Jump into the light with me. Jump into the light and see. Jump into the light with me. This is where we're meant to be.
I'll send you a link to that one as well, Toads. I forgot, actually, there was a second one that we did for Roxy. Again, EM Club song about a storyteller that's the keeper of the squirrel lore. Again, I'll send you links to both these, but I'll give you a little preview here.
Come closer, let me tell you what I know. Deep in these words where wise ones dare to go. Guardian of stories, keeper of its shakes. Ancient scroll wisdom passed through time and space. Feel it in your blood. Tales begin to soar. When the moon commands, open up the door. My stories come alive tonight. Moving through your soul, igniting fire bright. Dance with me until the morning light. Let the ancient wisdom set you right.
So yeah, again, I'll send you links to that. I'll make sure that you guys get copies of those, because apparently I'd forgotten to do so. My bad. But yeah, hopefully the kids enjoy and they're jamming along. What does my name have a 9 to it next to it? I don't know. Oh, because that's your 9-month subscriber badge. That's why. For Mother's Day, I'm given a card saying payback for 20 years of messing with me. There you go. There you go. But yeah, I will. I'll try and remember to do that, and then I'll try and remember to send the ones to the other people that I may have forgotten to send them to. But they got played at the rave, so that's a thing. That was fun. And then the rave got right ridiculous when I said that. I'm gonna stop. I have let them. Oh yeah, you can. I'll send you the links to it, and you could play it to your heart's content. But yeah, I thought I was gonna be like crashing out at 1 o'clock. I ended up going until like 3, so it was like a full 6-hour long rave. And unfortunately, because if you were there and you saw what my computer was doing, you would have seen that it absolutely destroyed the recording within the first half hour, which pissed me right off. But that's why I put the intro up on the Patreon for you guys, because yeah, I'm like, well, I guess I better give you something. Might be a Thunderbolt? No, it's a USB-C. Although, I might be misinterpreting what a Thunderbolt is. I don't know. We're going to see if Shoes can hook it up to his laptop. Got crazy when we got rickrolled. You like that part, did you? Yeah, we'll figure it out. In time, I have no doubt. We'll get her figured out. I'm just I'm not super happy about the fact that it wasn't just directly a plug and play right out of the gate. Kind of pisses me off a little bit that way, but I mean, if anything was that easy in my life, I'd be so much happier. But unfortunately, it's not. Oh well. Not the end of the world. I'll figure that shit out. I don't know. Yeah, the box is for the enclosure. When I got it, it did list as an 8 terabyte with it. Now, if there is not one in there, I'm going to be absolutely fucking fuming. And because my wife is the one who got it, I'm going to have her write up a nice scathing little, you fucked us over when you said that it was there. Because, yeah, if that's the case, then heads are going to roll. Via text. We'll figure that shit out, though. Because, yeah, for the amount that I paid for it, it better be more than a goddamn enclosure, that's for sure. That's why I paid as much as I did for it. Because it was it was listed as an 8 terabyte drive. No, it was less than that. But also, like, because I had that same thought too, right? Am I just buying an enclosure? But I was reading the reviews. We'll go with reviews. But I was reading those, and a lot of people were talking about it's a nice oh yes, it is a nice box. There are people talking about how, you know, how they were happy with the amount of storage and how fast it was and yada yada yada, right? So yeah, if that was all bullshit, then yeah, you motherfuckers can provide the drive that it's supposed to come with. But maybe I'll crack it open afterwards too and have a better look-see in it. Because yeah, if it's just a nice box, not happy. Yeah, because it was listed otherwise. So yeah, if I got fucked over on that, I ain't gonna be too happy. I mean, but is it, Dan? Is it really? That's a matter of perspective, I think. Is it better than a dick in a box? It depends on what you're expecting. And are you okay with a dick in a box? Not really, no. I mean, I guess it would depend on my mood. Glitter, yeah, glitter, no, that's off the table. Fair enough. Fair enough. What do we got here? Oh, that's fine. We don't shit on spelling around here because we have dyslexics in the house, and that's kind of outside the realm of their capabilities, something they can control. There we go. Wouldn't put it past someone in the factory. I mean, yeah, Bunny, you're an example. Yeah, Dan is another example. I don't know so much about the dyslexic, just a shitty speller. It's one or the other. Something along them lines. Anywho. Others is fucked up. I mean, and you know what? With the MS now, there are times where like my hands just don't want to cooperate, right? So I end up misspelling a bunch of shit, which pisses me off because I'm an incredible speller. It's just when all of a sudden my hands don't want to work and cooperate, and they don't want to work on the keyboard like they should, then yeah, I get pissed off at myself, but not a lot I can do about that. It would depend on what the link is, but yeah. I mean, if that's the case, then so be it. Again, not going to be happy about it, but this means I'll have to bitch at them for misleading. Yeah. Ow. Oh, speaking of my hands not working the way that they should. Sorry, don't mind me stretching my fingers out here because my hand doesn't want to cooperate. On the other hand, that could also be my body saying, hey, you know what? Maybe you should, like, chill the fuck out. It's $900. Yeah. Venerable protocol, they call opportunity until life. You got me there. So who knows? Maybe it is empty. Like I said, I'll pop it open. I'll have a look, and if so, then I guess I'll have to fill it up after I bitch to people for misleading. If they did, I mean, it wouldn't shock me, I guess. You know, in this day and age, when you have a chance to fuck somebody over, why not do it? because, you know, that would be ethical, and we can't have that. Anu. Sweethearts, what's going on? And a happy Mummy's Day to you. And a happy Mummy's Day to everybody. Turn an add-on. Be the add-on piece to the actual keyboard. People are such dicks. What dicks? Closer to 1200 here, yeah. Oh well, I guess we'll figure it out. Good tune. God damn it, I hate that. I had a thought and then it ran away on me. Because welcome to the server. Oh well. Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys will all hear me bitching about it. Not gonna lie. Adulting is exhausting, yes. Yay! Hey, look at that one there. Well, hello. Hello, Fluty Wonder Person. And a Merry Mama's Day to you. Merry Mama's Flute? I don't know. I got nothing. I gotta say this much. Welcome to the server. Yes. Thank you for... See what I mean, though? Like, this shit is all, like, streamed, okay? Like, those add-ons there are all streamed, and they're still lagging, okay? That should tell you where I'm at for, like, needing to, like, gut everything. Oh, okay, cool. Red Swan. Fuck you. We did get Boston pizza last night, though. Jason got a cheese pizza, and I had lasagna, so that worked well. I don't know what we're doing tonight, though. I'm thinking maybe for Mama's Day we should do something. I don't know. Maybe we should do something for Mama tonight. Need to get some food. I'm getting close to that spot. I'm getting there. Soon enough. Soon enough, I tell you. It's always time for pizza. I agree. Wife, not so much. But, I mean, again, that's just a... Where am I? Looking at the wrong thing. For a week, if nothing else. Yeah, I'm not... I'm not holding my breath at this point now. Thank you, machine. I appreciate you not doing anything useful there. Oh well. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. There we go. Oh. It helps if I, read the chat too. Anyway. So, hey, our lovely flutist person. How are you? What's been going on? How's things? I haven't seen you much anywhere at all, and that's very strange for me. You're right, it does help on occasion. Sometimes when I, try and stay on top of what the hell we're talking about. That's never happened before. What do you mean? Whoopsie. 60% of the time, 100%. Yep. I agree with you. However, bear in mind, 67% of all statistics are made up on the spot. So you always want to try and keep that in mind. But yeah, I have no idea what the hell we're going to do tonight. I wonder if she's going to expect me to cook or something. I hope that's not the case, because I don't know if I have the energy to do so, but I guess we will find out. Although we do have leftovers. Which, not exactly the most, hey, happy Mother's Day dinner you could possibly whip together would be a bunch of leftovers. I mean, it very well could have been 71%. Who knows? I just made it up. So, unless, of course, you look like a fucking inflated tangerine, then it's like 98%. But you never know. I'm just going to groove out here for a minute. So now I'm all caught up on what am I going to do for dinner. I wonder. Yes, food is a good option. Thank you. And what do you want for dinner? Food. What kind of food? Good food. What kind of good food? Good cooked food. Thanks. That's usually how the conversation goes in this house. Yeah. Like, another example is, I don't feel like cooking, so I'm going to get something takeout. Okay, what do you want? I don't know. Okay, ask your mother, what does she want? She said she doesn't know. Okay. This is the part where I have to assign the numbers 1 and 2 to a couple of places that are in close proximity of each other. I just never tell them what they are. I just kind of like figure out, okay, I'm going to go to this area. What are two fucking fast food joints that are close by? And I'll say, okay, pick 1 or 2. Make it that much easier on them. And you're right, food doesn't always need to be cooked. But, I mean, in that context, a salad thrown into a bowl, I guess, would be considered cooked. Maybe. Making 40% of everything. I don't know. Yeah. Weenioli's, hot dogs with raviolis on them. I don't know how well that would go over for the wife. I really don't know how well that would go over. And a banana and a bowl of cereal. My wife eats cereal for dinner more times than not. That's the thing. That's something actually that kind of pisses me off a little bit. I don't want to get into it, but that would not go over well with me. I don't know how well that would go over me. Freddy is devil. Some of the most fucked up shit on Facebook. I mean, there's that too. Fish got some Stitch figurines and a scratch card for Fish Mom's Day. Okay, that's cute as shit. French toast. Hey, that's an idea too. Dog, shut up. Sure, just because I don't have time to eat it for breakfast. I mean, that's fair too. It, honestly, like, cereal for dinner is not a terrible thing. However, if you are the head of said cereal company and you're telling people that they should have cereal for dinner because the cost of food is too high, then you can go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself in traffic. But aside from that, I've never had a problem having, Rice Krispies for dinner. I have been known to do it on certain occasions. It's true, it happens. Anywho. Now, as I happen to look over the time, and I realize that we skipped another self-care break. $5 to $6 a box. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not US a box. 5 to 6 Canadian a box up here. But it depends on where you go and if you catch the sales on it. Not usually. In most cases, I won't. I think Rice Krispies are the only exception if I have banana slices or strawberry slices in them. Then sometimes I will. Other than that, no. 7 or 8? Oh, wow. Yeah, again, it depends on what you're getting. Tiny little box you get like 4 bowls out of. There are a lot of times where the wife will get, she'll get like the deal they have at like Walmart or whatever, where, it's like 3 boxes for $8 or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. it's funny because trying to stay caught up on the price of this shit and it just changes week by week. I don't even bother anymore. Kids get all the cool breakfast stuff. Unless, of course, you're the one with all the fucking money, and then you're the one who gets it. See? Could work out well for you. You never know. Go away. There we go. What size bowls you have? I mean, yeah, normal. Yeah, normal size, yeah. Yes. Giganto-sized. I did the grocery shopping. That's fair. Although it's way cheaper than prepackaged oatmeal, about €1. Yes, and steel cut oats. Actually, if you want to make your own homemade, like a yogurt, kind of like they have at Timmy's, right? Or put them in a mason jar, that kind of thing. If you want to do your own little homemade yogurt breakfast, whatever. Yeah, getting a thing of steel cut oats and doing it like half a cup at a time. I cook pot. I mean, oh, okay. You cook pot? Okay. So what have we got this week? Let me see. I'm just trying to like plan out my Oh, right, Jason has that thing. Right, okay. Yeah, because like the only thing that I have for appointments this week, because my new life is nothing but appointment after appointment after fucking appointment. One of the only ones that I have currently this week is I have to go to a pharmacy and get fitted for compression socks. Hooray. I get 4 bowls per box. Yeah, because the boxes are not exactly gigantic. Not 100-liter. Oh my god, okay. Yeah. See, because I read it the same. I didn't read that as an L. I read that as an I. Yeah, that'd explain it. No, that's... Also, I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at my phone trying to figure out what I all had plans for this week. And by plans, I mean more goddamn appointments. Because that's my life now. Fuck, when is my next OT appointment, actually, now that I think about it? Hey, we have dog food pickup listed in here. Oh god, my next OT isn't for like a long time. Oh, it's no wonder. Okay, 2 weeks, that's why. Yeah, no wonder I was trying to be up her ass about the, hey, can we figure some shit out? 300-gram jack shit. It's true, it is. Yeah, not big enough for me. Well, yes, Costco still sells big boxes of everything. Generally. It's not always the case. Sometimes they sell a whole bunch of packages of small boxes. Why did my brain just stall right then? It absolutely did. Oh well. Okay, apparently the brain is no longer cooperating with me, so I think it's that fucking time. My god. Brain not working so goodly much. Hurrah. Hey. Get back over there. Stupid thing. So the big boxes, they're closing 9-10 boxes. Yeah. Last I saw, but again, the last time I actually set foot in Walmart, thank God, was longer. It was a longer time ago than not. Words. Fuck off. Okay, yeah, brain is definitely taking a hiatus here. Alright. So we're going to get out of here because my brain is just not working anymore. So I'm going to, like, chill, figure out what we're doing for dinner. And then I'm going to read my my tiny week survival or whatever the fuck it was list. And then, yeah, I may end up in a VC later. I may end up playing games later. I don't know yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. All I know is thinking right now is obviously off the table. So until Wednesday, body willing, as always. Thanks everybody for hanging out, for showing up, for engaging, for pointing out that my hard drive was probably not a hard drive. Whoops. Oh well. I'll get that figured out. But hopefully, yeah, Wednesday, we should see you guys here. Because I don't have anything scheduled that morning Wednesday, thank God. Because, yeah, that's getting to be a pain in the ass when that happens. Anywho. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. God damn it, Dan. Almost forgot. You almost forgot, did you? All right. All right. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's just give me a second here. Yeah. Oh, what do you mean, don't I dare? What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. It's almost like you knew what I was doing. Two more assignments to go. You can do it! You can do it! Get those fucking assignments done. Apparently I turned into Rob Schneider, who's a fucking douchebag scumbag of a human being, but what are you gonna do? Anywho. Yeah, so what I was trying to say was I will see you guys on Wednesday, body willing, because I don't have any appointments, thank Christ. So, until then, thanks everybody for joining. I'll catch you in the Discord, and hopefully to see you here on Wednesday. And yeah, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to you. And yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. Ciao for now. Fucker.
Something's different in my workspace today. Can't put my finger on what's gone away. Got this funny feeling in my gut, like someone took more than they ought. Started with a missing cable, then I noticed empty space on my table. Who could it be? Who would dare?
Sing along.